are live from San Diego for a special night of Monday Night Raw where we honor the career of one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Of course, Dominic Mysterio retired his father 2 weeks ago.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the LWO from San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio!
Unfortunately, I will never wrestle in this ring again, but it's okay because I still have a lot of memories that I will never forget, and I had a long career too. That's one thing that a lot of legends don't get to have that I got to have. That they didn't get to wrestle as long as they wanted to. I mean, you could look at a career like Stone Cold Steve Austin, cut short due to injuries. A career like Lita for a good until she came back. She was cut short due to injuries. And there was many times where my career could have been cut short due to injuries, but I kept coming back. But now it is time for the younger generation to have their spot in the sun. And of course, if there was ever going to be someone who would retire Rey Mysterio, it was going to be Dominic Mysterio.
Dad, congratulations, Dad, on an incredible, amazing career. I don't know how long you've been doing this, like 30 plus years now?
Yep.
Congrats, Dad, on one of the greatest careers of all time. And I know I always say that I'm the greatest luchadorist of all time, but to be honest, it is you, and I just wanted to say congratulations.
Well, thanks, son, but you're the future of this company, and if there's anybody who's going to carry the Mysterio name, it's going to be Dom.
Thanks, Dad. I mean, it's going to be a tough legacy to carry, but
Well, thank you to all you people here, and especially my home of San Diego. And the reason why I didn't do my speech last night is because I really did want to retire right here at home. And yeah, it's not exactly the greatest feeling knowing you'll never step in this ring again, but I mean, at least I got to say my final words right here in San Diego, California, where it all started. And that's that. Well, the legendary career of Rey Mysterio is over, but of course the future of Dominic is only beginning. And what a speech and what a career from Rey Mysterio, one of the greatest to ever step foot in a wrestling ring. Wow, look who decided to be a man, huh?
What do you mean by that, bud?
I mean, you showed your father respect. It's not something you would have done a few years ago, or even a few months ago.
Well, when I beat my dad, I realized, like, you know, man, like, he is still one of the greatest of all time. When I faced him, I realized that even at his age, I'm still happy I retired, and not just because that boosts my legacy and my potential up, but that also makes he also still needed to retire. And Priest, we ain't friends. I still hate you for everything you did to my family.
All right, man. Yep.
Listen, I don't like how I'm being targeted right now, and I don't like how the Usos are getting in my family's business. So,
Aren't they your family?
not anymore. But I don't like how they get in my MFTs and my business. So I want to get after them. So I want the MFTs versus the Usos in a no disqualification tornado tag match in the main event of Monday Night Raw tonight.
All right.
You're accepting it? So the match is official.
Sure, Solo.
Alright, good.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and tonight, Austin Theory wants to issue an open challenge to anyone who wants to get their ass beat by him in the middle of this ring tonight. Now, of course, I have been getting a lot of emails and phone calls as to why I was not with Brock Lesnar on SmackDown this past Friday, and the reason for that is because me and Brock agreed to part ways after WrestleMania only because I'm trying to build the future over here on Monday Night Raw, and part of that is going to be having Austin Theory beat the asses of anybody backstage, like I said, that want to come face Theory right. outside the ring to the edge. Now to pull the North American champion into the barricade. Theory. And they cut out. Trick. On top of the counter. And, oh! Drop kick on Paul Heyman. Haircut turnbuckle around. Now that is exposed. And that'll allow Austin Theory to capitalize.
Trick shot.
And he's got the cover 1, 2, 3. He's pinned Austin Theory, but the ref is distracted. And Trick had this match won. He told the referee that he's getting caught. Theory now this time, Austin Theory capitalized. Moonsault there. Pressure. Another one came out. No touch on the left and right Trick to take on that wall. We're going to go through that eventually. Look at that. Oh, think he slipped on the ropes there. Easy to try this again. Back on the top rope with another diamond elbow. So now that's Austin Theory.
I mean, look at that. Like, I get Randy's a bad guy, but like, just insulting. Oh my God!
This part might do it. 1, 2, 3, Trick will win.
The North American champion with a W and whoops Austin Theory's ass.
So what a win for Trick Williams. His Raw debut is a win against the Pressure Austin Theory, who has become the official new Paul Heyman guy. Ever since Randy Orton was turned on and lost at WrestleMania. And the North American champion making a name for himself here on Raw, but you gotta wonder what brand he's gonna get drafted to. Of course, we saw Lyra Valkyria and Javon Evans appear on SmackDown this past Friday. Javon defeated John Cena, and Lyra had a draw with the Women's IC champion, Bianca Belair. And our Trick defeating Austin Theory.
And the new U.S. champ. Got challenged by Chris Jericho on Wednesday.
course, defeated Dolph Ziggler last week.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu!
So Dolph, I thought you could beat anyone, huh? I guess you couldn't beat me though, right? Anyways, I don't care about Dolph Ziggler. All I care about is the fact that I'm the new US champion and I'm moving on to bigger things. And that bigger thing is Y2K. So Chris Jericho, challenge accepted. Why don't you come out here and we can decide when it's going to happen. It could happen tonight. It can happen anytime you want. I am for.
Well, that is not Chris Jericho. It's the former U.S. champion, Dolph Ziggler, who lost it a couple nights after he won it. Or no, the night after he won it, actually, because he wrestled on WrestleMania Sunday and won it. Of course, in that match, he also picked up his first ever WrestleMania win. And that only meant so much until the very following night where he lost it to Jacob Fatu. Jacob, I know I was cocky when I had that open challenge last week, but listen, if we had a rematch, I promise you this time I would come out on top.
Dolph? Unfortunately, I'm not, you know what? No. You're not at the back of the line. I was going to say you're at the back of the line. You're not back of the line, but there's some people I want to face before I... Stars return on Wednesday.
The Ayatollah of rock and roll, the Y2J, Chris Jericho, and actually, funny enough, claims, just like John Cena, that he is the GOAT. We haven't seen him in a long time, but he is back. A former WrestleMania main eventer, a former world champion, and has won world titles all over the world in WWE, AEW, Japan, Chris Jericho. Excuse me, this is my show. Raw is Jericho. And you two...
Where have you been for the past, like, 15 years, bud? Not 15, like,
It,
8, but, like, still.
it doesn't matter where I go. This is still my show. I run Raw like I have since the Attitude Era.
So, yeah, I really want to kick this guy's ass over you, Dolph, man. I really want to kick this guy's ass.
And Jericho looking Jacob Fatu in the eyes. What's he doing?
Walls of Jericho!
He's going for the Walls of Jericho! Walls of Jericho and Jacob Fatu! Dolph is playing ref here. Jericho just put Jacob Fatu in the walls, and now he's going after Ziggler. Run for the code breaker. Fatu. It's Jericho and flattens Y2J. And now throws the former champion out of the ring. And Jacob Fatu has opened a can of whoop ass here in San Diego.
The Samoan Werewolf and the U.S. champion has whooped Jericho's and Ziggy's ass. Yo, Nick.
Dolph.
We both can agree that that shit was just insane, right?
I mean,
Like, I got hacked.
actually, what I think happened was Jacob Fatu was put in the walls of Jericho, and then you were trying to play ref, and then he attacked you. But you know what? I already heard your request. You want a rematch? Fine, you could have it tonight. In fact, you can have it right now.
Hi, thanks, man. Jacob's still in the ring, right?
Yep, you can go back out there
Alright, see ya.
at your own risk. So here we go. Dolph Ziggler versus Jacob Fatu rematch from last week coming up next, but there has been some changes made to this match since the break, and one of them is that Chris Jericho will be officiating this match. The other one is that it's no disqualification. So Jericho as the special guest referee for Ziggler, Jacob Fatu 2 for the U.S. title, no DQ. The United States title.
So Ziggler's giving himself a big risk in this match because if Jericho doesn't officiate fairly, Ziggler will never be able to challenge for the U.S. title.
Introducing the challenger from Hollywood, Florida, weighing in at 218 pounds. And his opponent from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds. The WWE United States Champion, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob.
Very intimidating force. Won the United States Championship in last week's Open Challenge by Dolph Ziggler. And there we go. The special guest referee, Chris Jericho, holding up the U.S. title, a title that he has held in his career before as well. And Chris will ring the bell, and here we go. So calling up a tie up here, Jacob Fatu sending Ziggler into the ropes. Ziggler with the cover. Jacob Fatu now. And a kick out from Ziggler, and it's a 1 count. Now Jacob Fatu out of the ring. Remember, no count out, so Jericho not required to count. Men can use weapons if they want, and
also they
technically Jericho can interfere because no disqualifications.
Yeah, so there will be no new ref to take over Jericho's role if Jericho is a shitty ref, which, let's be honest, he probably will be.
Jericho now. Grabs a chair. And Jacob Fatu with the intention to take out Jericho. And now Chris trying to use a chair, and Jacob Fatu punches him.
Dolph just
And this
resisted
match
a
is
chair
already
shot.
off to a disastrous start. And hit Ziggler with the chair. Well,
He's being even.
they're saying Nick Aldis is trying to send another referee out right now.
Which he's technically not allowed to do.
And now hits Jericho with the chair. I mean, I don't even know if Jericho's going to be able to even end up being a ref in this match.
That's actually probably why, because Jericho might die.
Yeah. And yep, there's a new ref. Rushing down to the ring. Jericho's just lifeless in the middle of the ring here. Getting into a dispute and takes out Jericho. And Chris Jericho takes out the new ref. What is going on? This is a complete disaster here on Monday Night Raw. I don't even know if this is going to end up qualifying as an actual match because Jericho's beating the hell out of the ref. They might as well just make this a triple threat at this rate. And now grabs Jacob Fatu and sets him in perfect position for Ziggler there. And Jericho continuing to assault the new official.
More of a fatal four-way now.
Oh yeah, new ref is totally got a chance of winning that, if that was the case. And Jericho just put the new referee through the table!
And Hurricane Rana from the top rope to Ziggler.
And Jericho not letting Ziggler leave. Drop kick. And Fatu.
And missed the suicide dive again.
And hit Ziggler with the kendo stick. Now Jacob Fatu takes out Chris Jericho. Samoan drop there. They're going to focus on Ziggler as well as he goes out. And again, going to take out the new ref. Just a complete disaster train.
And I'm now getting word, by the way, that the match between the Usos and the MFTs has been confirmed as going to be a street fight in the main event. A tag team street fight.
Jericho continues to attack the new official on the outside here. Drop kick to Ziggler. And Jacob Fatu wants Jericho to have nothing to do with this match if he's not just going to officiate. Taking out Jericho. Super kick to Chris. Now goes to the top rope. Jacob Fatu, Swanton Bomb. Ziggler with the sledgehammer and hits Fatu with it. Jacob Fatu rolling out of the ring here. Again, takes him out. And Fatu with the chair. Throws it at Jericho. Super kick!
Dolph the new champ.
Are you kidding me? So Jericho really just ended up costing Jacob Fatu everything.
There's been a new U.S. champion 3 times. It's just that's 2 years.
Dolph Ziggler, after losing his title last week, gets it back. All thanks to Chris Jericho.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Orlando, Florida, the Women's United States.
The Women's U.S. Champion Naomi, who retained it in a 4-way match at WrestleMania last weekend.
Has the U.S. title, got Big Jim. And who's my next opponent? Oh yeah, it's Tiffany Stratton. The chick who couldn't even make it WrestleMania. I guess I'm going to be holding this title for a little bit longer.
It's Tiffy time!
So here comes the host of WrestleMania Minnesota. And now the challenger to Naomi's U.S. title. You talk about me not making the Mania card as if I had no important role in the show. I was literally contributing and booking the show, and I hosted the show, and I got to talk to all the celebrity guests we had. I got to talk to all the winners of it, including of each match, including you, and quite frankly, that United States Championship is just being bench worn by you because it's going to come back to the person who won it originally for the first time, the inaugural champion, Tiffany Stratton.
Then prove it. Face me. You're the number one contender. Face me. When are you gonna face me?
I'll pick a time and place. I mean, we have Fastlane coming up, and we have Saturday night's main event coming up. And let me look at let me look if I have anything going on either of those days. It looks like we're facing at Fastlane, April 18th. See you there.
Alright, but at Fastlane, you better proceed with caution, Tiffy.
I just threw the mic at her. But we're getting Tiffany versus Naomi for the U.S. Women's title at Fastlane on April 18th.
Alright, MVP.
What do you want?
I want Mello. I want your Hurt Business to stay out of my business, stay out of Roman's business, stay out of the entire, unfortunately, my entire Bloodline's business. Because this has nothing
You
to fucking
make
do with it.
everything on this goddamn show about your fucking family, so don't tell me to mind my own business, okay?
How do I make everything on this show about my family when there's other things going on in the show about other things, like the U.S. title feud?
Because here in the main event scene, which I contribute in, because one of my guys is there, when people who aren't involved in your family bullshit are in that scene, we're automatically a part of that scene by virtue of being there already. So yeah, we have to deal with your fucking family business.
Then go tell
against
Mello
choice.
to feud with, like, I don't know, AJ Styles. Go feud.
Mello wants to be a world champion.
Then
And
go
unfortunately,
feud with Cody Rhodes.
your cousin makes it very difficult to challenge for the world title when he's politicking all the goddamn time. Wow.
Oh, Mello, come here. Alright, bro, like, I'm actually being serious. You're starting to kind of piss me off. Like, I like you, man, but, like, you're starting to piss me off with this whole Hurt Business shit. I mean, I don't like Solo, but, like, he was kind of right about how the Hurt Business has nothing to do with my family. And as much as I hate Solo, he's still my brother.
Well, Solo, much like you, is also my problem, so... Yeah.
How is he your problem? Okay. How is he your problem?
Well, he wasn't my problem until after I beat him at WrestleMania, but you trying to get involved in my Mania match makes it my problem.
If you're mad at me, though, just be mad at me, dude. We can have a match, whatever you want. I don't care.
Fine.
Alright,
Saturday night's main event, April 25th.
Alright, sure, man.
Alright, I'll see you there. That's a big match that just got added.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Solo Sikoa!
course, Solo Sikoa cost Roman Reigns his match at WrestleMania against CM Punk, which forced Roman to leave SmackDown. And now he's here to deal his business over here on Raw. San Diego, acknowledge me.
As your tribal chief.
I'm sorry, were you talking over the tribal chief, Solo?
Are you talking over the tribal chief, Roman?
Solo, part of me thinks you don't understand what being the tribal chief even means, because more than just providing for our family, it's about getting these people's asses in these seats, which you do not do at the level that I do. So, drop the ego and acknowledge your tribal chief.
It also has to do with being respected by the elders.
Which I am.
Acknowledged by the elders. And right now, because I'm going to tribal combat,
And you understand none of them respect you the way that you did that, right? You're the only one who's proud of yourself for that match. Only you. But I'll tell you who the elders do respect. They respect somebody who's walked into WrestleMania after WrestleMania, defending the World Championship and retaining it.
Oh, so you know, like how you also probably only won every single match with the Usos? Because you did.
But I still am accomplished, which you're not. Solo, you've done nothing in this business to earn that label. And you can keep calling yourself it, but keep in mind, these people don't go by just the tribal chief anymore. They all chant my name in my matches or when I'm standing out here talking. It's OTC, Original Tribal Chief.
Roman, you ain't that guy anymore, man. You were, but I was there, bro. I saw all of you. I saw everything, man. You needed me. You needed the Usos. You needed Paul Heyman. You needed...
And how many people did you need when it came to our little tribal chief match of day one, huh? How many people and how much help did you need?
One guy. I only needed one guy.
Oh, and in that match, huh? You literally had the ref on your side and your own dad. And you're going to sit here and tell me that I need help? I never once manipulated a referee into being biased towards me, no matter how much help you think I had from Jay or you or whoever else.
Well, the help that I didn't even have, because I didn't request my...
Oh yeah, because Rikishi being the referee was always supposed to benefit both of us.
I'm not saying it benefited you over me, and it definitely benefited me over you, but you can't say that. You saying that, oh, well, Solo's a little bitch and he's selfish and everything is a hypocritical and ignorant way of thinking. Because look at your entire title reign. Look at your entire life. Look at your career. When have you not needed help? The Shield. You needed help with the shield. You needed help. And when you didn't have the shield, you would get booed out of stadiums. You would get you sucked. You couldn't start versus John when you had a promo versus John Cena. You were nothing before the Paul Heyman. You were nothing before the Usos. You were a fucking bum who was getting overpushed because you sucked Vince McMahon's dick.
And even in my worst moments, who got to main event WrestleMania after WrestleMania? It was not you.
Kissed Vince's ass.
I didn't kiss any.
You bent down, pulled down his pants, grabbed it, and sucked it.
You're upset, aren't you? But guess what? Guess what would have happened if you didn't get your nose stuck involved in it? I was gonna beat CM Punk all by myself.
Oh wow!
But then
you were gonna beat a almost 50-year-old man? Oh, so impressive, Roman.
You know, you have a lot of nerve on you, Solo. Because, keep in mind, when the big matches come for you, and they probably won't, not unless my name is involved somewhere in the print, you're going to need way more help than I ever did.
I already had a big match without you in the print, which I got screwed in.
Ah, you lost.
How am I supposed to win when I'm getting disrupted by your...
Listen,
I'm a big bro.
The elders and these people will never respect you as long as you keep up with these excuses. And they will still be chanting my name during your matches. Oh my god! Well, that one sent Solo off. Remember, Roman attacked Solo last week, and now it's the other way around. As Roman Reigns takes a beating from Solo here.
In San Diego.
And Reigns now countering. Reigns missed the big boot. There's a knee strike. Now has a chair. And hits Solo with it. It's Solo with a heel kick there. Grabs that chair that Reigns just grabbed. And Roman with the clothesline. And the brawl continues here between the original Tribal Chief and the current Tribal Chief. And Solo sends Reigns headfirst into the chair. Reigns avoids more damage to the head. And these two continue to brawl. Reigns and Solo. They keep going here on Raw. And I wonder if anyone's going to get involved in this. Superman punch. And Roman Reigns waiting for Solo. No! Spear countered. And Solo now. Uranagi. These two beating the piss out of each other. And the Samoan spike to top it off. They're gonna go for another one. And Roman Reigns struggling, breathing in the ring right now. And last week Roman stood tall. This week it's Solo Sikoa who stands tall in San Diego. And Reigns watches on as Solo limps out of here. So here we go, street fight between the Usos and the MFTs. Solo already getting involved. And yep, he's just going to straight up attack Jey Uso. Tonga taking advantage of that. Spear there from Tonga Loa, cover on Jey to get the win. The kick out from Jey there. We're gonna drive that sledgehammer into Jey. And then neck breaker there on Tonga. And Jey, oh, tried throwing the Solo tried throwing the chair, I should say. Oh! Throwing a sledgehammer at Jey Uso. Jey now suplex. Now Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa both working on Jey here. Through the table is goes Tama Tonga, I believe. Oh, well, that'll do it. Jimmy got pinned. They was too focused on Solo, and I mean, this is basically a 3v2. I mean, they stood no chance. Ref couldn't really do anything about Solo either, so.
Here are your winners, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa.
So here comes the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight title.
And he low-blowed AJ Styles, even though he didn't even need to.
And you gotta wonder how he's gonna deal with this Cody Rhodes situation. I mean, is he gonna want to cheat to beat Cody Rhodes? I mean, Sammy's so desperate for a world title at this point, I think he's gonna do whatever it takes. And if that means going low against Cody, I think it's something he would do. But we saw what happened the last time we had a desperate champion, and that's how Randy Orton's reign kind of went. He was desperate to beat everybody and anybody.
But he didn't cheat. He just straight up murdered. Tried to murder. Sammy just cheating. Sammy's a little toned down, Randy Orton.
But you definitely don't want an example of a second Randy Orton, even taking a risk of that.
Exactly. Yeah. But he goes face to face with Cody Rhodes tonight, so.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
The brand new World Heavyweight Champion. The man who beat Randy Orton in the main event of WrestleMania, Night 1. And now the face of Monday nights, Cody Rhodes. And on April 18th, Cody Rhodes will defend the title against Sami Zayn. Sami, I'm not going to lie, I am honored to defend against you on April 18th at Fastlane, but I do have to ask, I mean, at WrestleMania, what were you thinking when you low-blowed AJ? Because I feel like that's a match you could have won either way, and you decided to take the cheap way out.
Because you know what, Cody? I didn't need to. I could have beat him fairly, but the thing is, I needed something to prove a point. I needed to prove a point. I needed to prove that this isn't the same Sami Zayn of the old anymore. This is the Sami Zayn that, you know what, I don't care. I'm going to admit it. I'm desperate. I need your title. And I'm not scared to cheat to get it. I will do whatever it takes.
Well,
and I'm winning at Fastlane because I don't care anymore. I am one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, but I don't have a damn title, and I can't show my kids. Hey, my kids ask me, hey, Cody Rhodes is so tough. Cody Rhodes has this title. Randy Orton has this title. Where's your title, Dad? That breaks my freaking heart because I can't go to my kids and say, hey, here's my title.
And how do you think your kids would feel if they knew that their father was a cheater? You have to understand something, Sami. I was in your shoes once. There was a time where I couldn't show my dad the world championship. I couldn't show my kids or my wife the world championship. And then I went to WrestleMania and did my business and finished my story. But you You don't show patience. You want to do this now.
I've shown patience for 20 damn years.
Well, you haven't fought hard enough for it, and I'm going to tell you that as someone who is in your shoes. You are taking the wrong direction, and instead of ending up like a John Cena or, I hate to say it, but myself, you're going to end up like the man I beat at WrestleMania, Randy Orton, because that is a depraved mindset to have.
Well, guess what? Randy Orton's better than you. Randy Orton is a 15-time champion, and like Randy Orton once said, he doesn't do it. He didn't do it for each of these stinky people here in this shitty city of San Diego. He doesn't do it for people in the crowds. He does it for his family, man. And I'm doing this shit for my family, bro. I don't care anymore, man.
Well, we've seen the family excuse before, and that led to one of the most abusive reigns in this company's history with Roman Reigns. So I suggest you don't take that path, because, by the way, you were a victim of Roman Reigns. I'm sure you remember what that was like.
Roman Reigns is a great guy, honestly. Like, Roman Reigns, I've seen it, bro. I understand where Roman was coming.
Sammy, you are in the wrong mindset right now, and this has to stop, okay? I know this isn't you.
I'm not gonna end up...
Listen, if you cheat against me at Fastlane, fair game. I know it's probably coming, but guess what? I was one of many... Sorry, I was the only one, actually, to actually beat Randy Orton fairly in the middle of this ring. So if Randy Orton couldn't do it, what makes you think you're cheating is going to be able to do it?
You know what, Cody? Maybe I don't have to cheat. Maybe we could just have a no DQ.
You want to bring it here already? Really, I didn't think I would have to get this way with you.
Cody. The thing is, at the end of the day, you just some AEW leftover, bro. I mean, what were you before AEW?
I left this company and revolutionized the indies, and then I came back here, stormed into the world title picture, took down one of the most powerful empires in wrestling history in the Bloodline, and then recently, at WrestleMania, don't know if you were watching, just took down the man who was terrorizing this brand for the past year.
You know what, Cody? The thing is, I could just go back to being what Kevin Owens is doing right now, and losing to Pat McAfee at WrestleMania. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing that. I'm challenging you. And how did I challenge you? I freaking fought for it, and that means I'm not going to let this opportunity go.
Well, I would have respected it more, and I know clearly you're in a headspace where you're not going to care about my respect, but I'm telling you this, as the world champion, I would have respected it more if you took out AJ fairly, but you didn't.
I could have.
But you didn't, and that's a problem.
Because I'm not scared anymore, bro. I'm not scared to be that guy anymore, man.
It's disappointing, but hopefully you can learn your lesson when you lose at Fastlane. And Sami Zayn. And now here we go, the #1 contender and the world champion going at it. And Cody now. Sami counters. Cody counters. And these two are going back and forth. Sami and Cody will face off for the World Championship at Fastlane. But who is going to come out on top? These are two men who feel like they need the win equally. And Sami with an upper right hand. And now picking up the World Champion. Sending him into the corner. And Haluva kick to the champ. Wait a second. That's AJ Styles. Sami, you prove my point. You prove my damn point.
How am I kicking Cody's ass?
No, you're not ready for this. You're taking the wrong route, and it's going to do nothing to benefit you. Hey! Man up for once, huh? Listen, you are not going to be champion after Fastlane. And in fact, I just talked to Nick Aldis. I'm in.
Cody, you even want him in? Oh, fucking mic.
What is going on?
Yo, Cody, take the freaking mic, bro. Take the mic.
What the hell is going on right now? So, are we getting a triple threat at Fastlane?
I think we might be.
This is insane. And Sammy is still on the attack on the World Heavyweight Champion. And AJ Styles just inserted himself into the match and then left. What a strange ending to this Raw. And Sammy now, bottom corner Haluva.